Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce my team. I am Tasuda, and here is Jidapha, Manisanan, and Saranyu. So our agenda for today, first of all, we'll start with the company overview. Then we'll go to the product development, SWOT analysis, industry analysis, and which is the 5 forces, and then we will tell you about our recommendation.
Now I'll start with the company overview, just so you know that the IVL is the largest global polyester chain producer in the wool yarn in the world, and now there are 3 business segments in the industry, It's a PET, polyester, and the PTA, which we'll explain later in the product part. And it is the PET producer in the world, in which it is, of course, generate the highest revenue for the company. And also it is the largest producer of the polyester fiber in Thailand after the acquisition, and is headquartered in Bangkok. This company is present in 4 major continents: Asia, Europe, North America, and Africa. And just last year, the sales was soared over almost 4.6 billion US dollar, with the net profit of 665 US dollar. Now it is listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand 2010 in February, and it also obtains the A+ corporate rating from the TRIS. Now the products, there are 3 products: the PET, polyester, and the PTA. The first one, the PET, it is used for producing the packaging from the industrial products to consumer products, for example, the food and the liquid. Here, this part, the company created a joint venture with Samsung company, which is the exclusive Pepsi bottler in Thailand to produce the Pepsi bottles. And it is proved that the PET is the best material to be used for a liquid container. The polyester, it plays an important role in this industry, and we produce over more than 200 items for the market end user. And the PTA, it is the acid in which we use for the microfiber and the PET. So 50% is used in-house, and the rest is marketed externally. Here, and these are the industry that just a few industry that use these. Actually, we have a lot more. And to tap on the development of the company, the IVL started to come into Thailand in 1995 through the establishment of the plant in Lopburi, which is we entered in the PET industry first, and then in 1997, just 2 years after that, we entered in the polyester industry. And then after that, the company has continued to grow by the M&A and acquisition all over the world, acquiring a lot of companies and plants in over many continents in the world. And then in 2008, just not so long ago, we acquired Tantex Thailand, and has become the Thailand's largest polyester fiber producer. And in the meantime, the same year, we also acquired the PTA business through the Eastman PTA business in Netherlands, and just entered the PTA business. In 2010, we are listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand with an authorized capital for 4.5 billion baht. Now I'll hand it to my friend Manasanan to talk on the SWOT analysis.
So I'm gonna start by analyze the SWOT analysis. I start by the strength. The company have a core leadership because of they produce in a large scale and also have an effective production. And they also have a strong research and development platform to increase the diversity of their product. And the company also the largest integrated polyester chain and business in the world. However,
4 minutes.
However, there also has a weakness because of low bargaining power to customer. Its product is highly price sensitive. It's highly price sensitivity, and the customer is easy to ship to its competitor. And the next one is the opportunity, because now the company consolidated to the markets in US and Europe. So the company have represented action to merge and acquisition in the US and Europe. And then the third of the company the company have affected by the uncertainty of the global economy, and because this may have negatively impact on demand, selling price, and also margin. And there are also the fluctuation in the petrochemical industry, because most of the product is commodity product, and its price is volatile.
So looking at the external factor, so we'll look at the picture of the industry as a whole. So starting off with the threat of new entrants, this industry requires a lot of startup costs. Therefore, there are a few companies entering the market, and also this industry is you have to produce in a very large amount to achieve economies of scale. However, the threat of entrance is not low because some companies are looking at the opportunity to backward integrate into producing the supplies that we do as well. Next, moving on to the supplier level, it is moderate. However, their purchasing bargain towards us is quite high because our raw material depends heavily on crude oil derivatives, which then fluctuate with market prices. For the buyer power is very high, as my colleague has said before, that it is a commodity, therefore it is very hard for us to differentiate our products. For the threat of substitute is low because there are only a few products that can substitute us, such as cottons, and for polyester products, there must be in the long run, there might be some substitutable products, but now there isn't. And most importantly, the degree of rivalry, which is very high because there is a lot of competition in this industry. As for our recommendation.
Time. Okay, good. So, any questions?
Definitely I will recommend you to buy because of the three reasons: solid revenue stream, lower than average risk, and clear-cut strategy with the affordable price. Can you pass it on? So you can see on the price chart, they're right now they're in around 30, which is really attractive for entering.
Good. More questions?
Is it heavy competition in this market?
Yes, but also I was going to add on to that because we are actually the market leader in PET production, and also we're looking forward into research and development, and also into other. We also care a lot about our customer relationship, which is an advantage for our company over our rivals because we are a commodity, but if we can look after that relationship and keep it constant, then we are better off than our competitors.
Please repeat the question.
Okay.
I mean, for the next.
Yeah, repeat once it comes up. Next question.
Okay, so you said that you produce the polyester, so like petroleum products, right? So what industry do you supply, and what do you have the major suppliers that you're depending on, or is it just very this?
So the question was, do we have any dependent suppliers, like
Anyone particular?
on particular? So
Here, let me go back. These are the main 5 industries that we depend on. Does that answer your question?
Yes, but do you have any industry? I mean, in terms of being exposed to your income stream, right?
Oh, you mean like the company?
Is there any particular industry that you're heavily rely on?
The packaging, the plastic packaging.
Other questions?
How is the company doing right now? Sorry? How is the company doing right now?
How is the company doing right now? It is growing very well with the
Let me add on to that. The share price you showed came down a lot and then it's flat. So that you can also talk about that share price is down, but yeah, it makes us wonder like what's happening with the company or.
Yes, because recently in 2008 we just acquired 2 plants, so we have to use quite some money. But however, our performance is doing better with 64% growing of sales revenue from 2006 to 2011.
Go ahead.
Do you know how much the company takes to expand or the expansion and increase productivity? Do you know how much that the company takes?
I'm sorry, but I haven't looked at the exact figure yet. I'll take that into account.
Okay, and what about oil price? Is oil price important for this company, and in what way?
Well, as you asked whether oil price is important, well, yes, of course, because it is 2 of our raw products, which is PTA and MEG, is like crude oil derivatives. Therefore, we depend heavily on these products, except we already vertically integrate into PTA, as my colleagues have told you. So we can still keep the price of that raw material at a certain level and it won't fluctuate a lot. However, we still depend on other raw materials. So we have mitigate a little bit of the risk on that. However, there are some risks to this factor.
Any other questions? Okay, good. Thank you. If you